From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants.
To kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. Taken down at the 42. The Giants had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On play action, McCarthy. Left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to
blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Looking to put a drive together. So after the INT, it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got a man. Complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Another one caught by Collins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
McCarthy going to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Set. 19, shot, Warriors, 70. Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60. Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check out.
Throwing again, McCarthy. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be fourth down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this from 37. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. That escapes the sack. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Come on. 19 Tiger.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Pacheco. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Trap 60.
Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Ready up. Roll. Let's go. 70 Lions.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal with some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Got it. Ready? Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey, smash Rocco.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now Allen. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Allen going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Alert! Alert!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Number 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Brown 80. 56, 56. Now
Now receiver in motion left. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Allen now looks to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Giants 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's 2nd and 10. back to throw. McCarthy. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
41-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A gain of 30. And an Eagle first down.
Hey, home. 180! Alert! Alert! That's it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Go.
Throwing now is Allen. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
What's that?
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14.
Giants 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to put a drive together.
319! Middle. 56. All 52. Motion. Where's that?
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! Matthew Golden, 51 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Giants 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Giants 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past. The 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Open man is Collins. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Let's go. Cougar Knights, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Now Flacco. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the
final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Come on. 65. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Now it's Flacco. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Try the right side with Mitchell. He'll get this down to the 38.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll motion McLaurin left. Here's Allen. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Flacco looks to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there at keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And 3.
From the gun, Flacco. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now Flacco. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
Here's Flacco. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go! Go!
Flacco will take to the air again. And that one drops down incomplete.
coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action. Flacco. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jamar Chase halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Giants 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Don't jump. Ready? 331. 331.
Fields changing the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, shot. Shot.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alpha. 319. Get that. Easy.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here we go. We're good. EQ. 222. 11. All right.
Now Fields. And that
falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll try and do this himself. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Now here's Ross. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
DJ Johnson, the one who got there for the sack.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
To the sideline and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here.
lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Eagles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.